Okay, man, welcome to another video. Right now, welcome to another video. So, it has been really hard for me to make a video, but luckily, it did not take me that long to get back in front of the camera. So, what is making me make this video today is very intriguing. I really ain't gonna lie, it's very, very intriguing. You know, lately, I've been trying to kind of understand some stuff, and I feel like maybe this thing regulates, how should I even say it? Relate to every single person. You know, we go through this life and we have our dreams, we have our goals, we go to God, we pray on our feet, we fast 30 days, 40 days, just to get that single dream to come true. And I've started to understand that probably in this world that we live in, just hold on, give me a moment, let me get to it. In this world that we live in, not all dreams are meant to be reality. No, don't get me wrong. Some people will be like, my dreams is what is motivating me, bro. There was this thing that I heard from Steve's. I don't know, Steve's, that guy who hosts that show. Yeah, he said, if God show you the actual steps you have to take, the things you have to go through to get to your dreams, you tell God no. You get it? And if God actually show you the life that you believe in when you get your dream, you might stand at a point and be like, nah, I don't want this thing anymore. I'm changing my dream. You get a few points. So this thing got me thinking is that how can we ourselves trust our own dreams? You get it? And I know most of us have gotten some of our dreams come true. Me personally, I've gotten most of my dream come true. But most of us, we can also collectively, relatively say that when we got that dream, it did not really feel the way we envisioned we were gonna feel. Sometimes it don't even pay out the way we felt it was gonna pay out. They did not come with the kind of specs that we initially projected that it was going to come with. You get a viewpoint, which left most of us frustrated. It's like in a very confusion state of mind. And wait, before you be like, you start saying, oh, this guy is depressed, this guy is saying something else. No, I'm actually putting a kind of point of view here. And the point of view is that if you have achieved some of your dreams and the dream does not look the way you wish it is, even though it might have some specs here and there, if you are given a chance, will you go back to where you were before the dream occurred, before the dream became reality? That's my question to you. Please go to the comment and please just comment and let me see. I just want to get people talked on it. If you're an older person who have achieved so much, please on the comment just type in any advice based on this thing, based on this question I'm putting out there. Is it worth it for us to be motivated, pushed by our dreams only for it to really break us or make us go into downward of depression? Because don't get me wrong now, I've witnessed and I've seen that most of the times people are depressed. We know a lot of people around us are depressed, and even most of us, we have witnessed depression moment in our life. But the question that comes with it is that what caused those kind of things? What caused the anxiety? What caused those things? And the answer you get to the thing is that probably they envision something, they put it all their all, they trust in somebody, they looked for something, and when they got it, when they had it, when they made it, it wasn't actually what it meant. You get a viewpoint. You are in a relationship with somebody, you're a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and the relationship is fantastic, man. You are loving the relationship to death. She's her best self, an angel on earth. Then you make a decision to marry her. Then within a few months, boom, she's taking 50% of your things, standing in court, saying you are an asshole, this and this. And got me thinking, can we trust ourselves when it comes to our dreams? And if we can't trust ourselves when it comes to our dreams, how are we supposed to look to tomorrow for? Are we supposed to accept it that, okay, we can get our dreams, but our dreams will not be what we think it is? You get what I'm trying to tell you? Are we supposed to accept it, or are we supposed to put more work, more time, more daily like gentleness within creating these dreams that motivate us, put us day by day. What are we supposed to do? You get what I'm trying to tell you? I'm not coming here being the know-all guy. I'm not coming here to give you some hack. No, bro. I'm just here to put out questions that I feel like probably both of us can find it together, because we're on the same journey to become the best self. You get a viewpoint? I know most people are mostly disappointed by people. You get a viewpoint? I have met a lot of people, and every single person have a story. I cannot tell you anything different. I've met a lot of people, and something even I said it straight to one of my, we were sitting there with 3 guys, and we were just sitting there talking, and I said it straight to them face, and I was like, every single person have a story from their past that hit them deep enough that it kind of creates their future without them knowing. Everywhere they go, let's say they stay in one place, the moment they move to the next place, that story follows them, creating their reality as they move. So that comes up with so many questions. What is the essence of reality, and what is the essence of tomorrow? You get what I'm trying to tell you? I'm just coming up with a question. No, people will be coming here pointing hands. I'm just coming out with the questions. You get a viewpoint? I once even watched this video by this guy. I don't know his name. I'll get his name. I was watching it, and the guy was asking this old woman, sorry please. This old woman, she was around 70, 77, yeah, to be exact. And the guy asked her, what advice could you give somebody who is 20 years old? And the guy is 20 years old, by the way. And what came out of the woman's mouth was like, she was like, in this life, do what you think is right. Because when the time ends, nobody's going to judge you based on what people made you do, but what you did. You get it? You cannot stand in front of God and said, so and so made me do it. You get a viewpoint? Even though so and so made you do it, you did it, and you must account for it. So every single step you take, every single decision you take, every single risk you take, everything you take, look at that point of view as a selfish decision. Is it going to help me? You get a viewpoint? Is it going to put me this and this? And after she said that, she also said that it is actually selfish of people to give birth in this generation. And I was kind of thinking of it, and I was like, maybe she's kind of right. You get a viewpoint? Let me just explain this thing out. We live in a world separated by borders, ruled by passports, ruled by capitalistic people, the wealthy people getting richer and richer, and the poor people getting poor and poorer. People are getting hungry, man. I live in a community now. I'm not saying this because I'm trying to get something. I live in a community. Now, if I say the community, people will be like, yeah, I know the community. I live in a community where you see noticeable people who are really, really rich, man. I'm not talking about some kind of mediocre richness more. I'm talking about multi-millionaire people, bro. People riding BMWs, not this sports BMWs, no, real class BMWs. That is costing over millions, man. Or in dollars, that is costing over 100,000 to 200,000, 500,000 cars, man, pulling up every day. But in that same place I live, man, there's people walking past that are addicted to drugs, man. People my age, man, that got nothing to do, bro. They are just confused by life and their poverty. It's like they got nothing to eat, man. They just come and beg for food. You get a viewpoint? So without me seeing that, and I look at it and I'm like, maybe she's kind of right. You get a viewpoint? Because if you give birth, it's not like you are just giving birth to a single person. No, within the next 100 years or the next close to 50 years, that single child you gave birth to will multiply to become 10, 20, depending on the birth rate of those children. You get a viewpoint? And there's a high probability that one of your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, even your grandchildren's self are going to get themselves in that situation. So if you give birth, you are actually accepting the reality is that I'm going to give birth to somebody who is going to face all this pain, all this struggle in this world. And I don't know, bro. I'm just coming here to give the questions out. Please, if you're watching this video, go to the comment. Give me the idea you have on this. Give me what do you think of this whole thing in general? You get a viewpoint. Are we being so negative? Should we look on the positive side of the world? And even so, is there a positive side to the world? Right now, every day you wake up, you hear there's a war between US and Israel. There's a war between Israel and Iran, Afghanistan, Palestinians. There's war in, man, so many places, bro. There's food insecurity, food prices going to the roof. Rent alone will give you nightmares, man. Join my tent. You get a viewpoint. Your rent is increasing, but your pay is not increasing. You work to live. You work to live. Every single day you're on zero. So I don't know. Are we supposed to be more positive and look at maybe that's what most of the people are facing, but there is a positive side. You get a viewpoint. And one last question before I leave here. And I think this thing is gonna spark a lot of controversy on the internet. Like, one last question before I end this video. So on the Bible now, God says, "You are all my children." You get a viewpoint. And Jesus said, "I am the Son of God." Are you getting what I'm trying to tell you? And he also said, "I am the way and the only way." Now, modern church or the church says, due to what he said, that means that Jesus is the only singular Son of God. And again, we must worship Jesus because he is the way and the only way. But here is the interpretation I got recently. He said, "I'm the Son of God." He was not mistaken. He is the Son of God. We are the Son of God. We are brothers of Jesus. You get a viewpoint. We are children of God. You watching the video right now, you are a son of God. And he said another thing. He said, "I am the way and the only way." Now, when he says that, maybe what he meant was that the level of spirituality and the level of awareness he has achieved within the spiritual connection with God is the way, as human beings, we must follow in order to know God. You get a viewpoint. So the thing is, learn his ways, but he must not be worshipped as God himself. You get what I'm trying to tell you? I don't know. Somebody will hear this and be like, "Yo, this guy is blaspheming." You know, it's like this, man. It's like this. Somebody go to school. He does any subject. He does very well. You get a viewpoint. He finished schools. Now somebody is starting the same subject. And the person maybe is his brother. What does they do? What do the brother do? What do the parent do? They be like, "Okay, since you did the same subject as he or she is about to do, as your sister is about to do, you must personally teach your sister so that she can pass as well as you did." That doesn't mean the sister must worship the elder brother. You get a viewpoint. That means the sister must do the steps and the things the elder brother did in order to achieve the greatness the brother did. You get a viewpoint. So I think my point of view, if you have anything opposite to this, please go to the comment section, post it. I promise I'll come. I want to make a live session, invite people from different places, even pastor. I want to invite pastors, ministers. I want to invite atheist people on a live. Now, what will happen is that after I've gotten the message and the comments, that's when I will organize the live, and it will happen on Twitch and also on TikTok at the same time. And what we will do is that we kind of try to answer this question. You get a viewpoint, because the world itself has twisted every single thing that we kind of look at it as Christianity, worshiping God himself. God is God, man. You cannot pass through nobody to get to God. He is the way, bro. He loves us so much so that he chose somebody, guided him to achieve a spiritual awakening. And when the guy achieved that spiritual awakening, he used him as a sacrifice. You get a viewpoint. to save us all. Now, I think that what symbolizes that we must sit down, read what Jesus actually went through. You get a viewpoint, and we read the mainstream Bible, which does not contain the other ages where Jesus was actually going through the different lands, learning different things. We do not actually read those parts. We just read the part that is in the mainstream Bible. You should actually look through the other part, know what the guy was actually going through, so that you can become him. And becoming him means that you have a direct link of awakeness to him. Now, I'm not going to be a religion person, because I am the kind of person, I believe in God. You get a viewpoint. I believe Muslim, Buddhism, Christianity is all one single thing. God sent same message to different people in different religion, and those people coded that message into different languages. You get a viewpoint. Now, because things are mentioned differently, we have beef with each other. But when you look at different scriptures from different religion, you kind of feel like you actually see that it is actually the same. You get a viewpoint. If you check the Bible and you check the Quran, there's a high possibility 90% of it is actually word for word. But instead, we separate ourselves. We kind of create teams. You get a viewpoint. So, I don't know. Just hit it in the comment and let's see what we come up with a discussion. There is a journey where we want to enlighten ourselves, not only mentally, physically, spiritually. You get a viewpoint. Get to know what really this world is made up of, because you grow up and you were born into people who don't know a lot, who are trying to figure out a lot their own things out. You get a viewpoint. And somebody will say, oh no, my parent. Nah, bro. You were born to parents who are in their 20s and 30s. Man, those ages are still ages where people are mostly trying to figure things out. You get a viewpoint. You can meet a 50 years old who is figuring things out. You get a viewpoint. So as you are young now, you also have to figure things out. You have to create your own sense of being, not a being that has been, that the beliefs and the background that has been spoon-fed you. You get a viewpoint. You need to come up with your own belief system, because at the end of the day, when you go to God, you cannot tell God, I did this because my mom, I did this because of my dad. Nah, bro. It's every man for himself. You get a viewpoint. So, yeah, this is the Project Self 01, and we are back with another one. Please hit a comment, and I really, really want to hear that. I'm very, very intrigued. Like, you don't know how I really want to know the answers to this question. Please. So yeah, I'll be waiting for it, and I'll break this video into different parts. So if any part you get it, please just let me know what you think about it. And yeah, peace out and bye-bye.